students, welcome back. So we have started with the preparation of haloalkanes, and out of all the preparation we have done the first one, that is preparation from alkanes. Through halogenation reaction we have seen that how different types of halogenation takes place. Okay, so today we'll study the preparation of haloalkanes from alkenes. Fine. So from alkenes, first this is the addition of halogen acids. Okay, first we'll see to symmetrical alkenes. Okay, to symmetrical alkenes, we'll take any alkene. Symmetrical means both the sides, the group has to be same. Like this ethene is symmetrical. Around the double bond, group has to be same. So add any halogen acid. What we will get? We'll get alkyl halide. How? The reaction will take place. This double bond, pi electron density will shift towards the hydrogen, and then carbocation gets formed. I'll show you. And then chloride will leave from here, and the next step chloride will attack. This is a mechanism. So I'll tell you. So here you can say on one carbon hydrogen gets added, on the other carbon chlorine gets added. So it's a very simple reaction. So alkyl chloride gets formed. Now you can say reaction will be different in case of unsymmetrical alkenes. Symmetrical alkenes will give you the product directly because there is no, you can say, confusion or no issue, because hydrogen will go to one carbon and chlorine will go to the other carbon, because there is no need to select the carbon because both the groups are same on both the sides. Fine. So let's see the reaction with unsymmetrical alkene. If I take any other symmetrical alkene, let's say this is ethene. Okay, fine. So let's take the example of unsymmetrical alkene. Unsymmetrical means groups are different on both the sides. Okay, and addition of halogen acids to unsymmetrical alkene takes place according to Markovnikov's rule that you have studied in the 11th standard. Markovnikov's rule. According to this rule, what happened? That this rule basically is applicable in case of unsymmetrical alkene, that when addition of halogen acid or any unsymmetrical reagent, because reagent is also unsymmetrical, it's different, both the atoms are different. Unsymmetrical reagent adds to the unsymmetrical alkene, then how the reaction will take place? Negative part of the adding molecule goes to that carbon atom which has less number of hydrogen atom. So negative part of the adding molecule will go to that carbon atom which has less number of hydrogen atom. Okay, so let's take the example. So this is rule, Markovnikov's rule. Then whenever any unsymmetrical reagent, not only halogen acid, whenever any unsymmetrical reagent adds to the unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of the adding molecule, also known as addendum, goes to that carbon atom which is having less number of hydrogen, and you can say the other part will go to that carbon atom which is having more number of hydrogen. Fine. So let's take the example. For example, this is very, very important. I'll take propene. See, now this is unsymmetrical. On this side, this group, and this side, this group is there. Here methylene, here ethylene. Fine. So, when we'll add HCl, what we will get? Now here, again it will shift here, and then attack will take place, and this will leave. Fine. Then what gets formed? Carbocation, CH3, CH, CH2 positive. Sorry. CH positive. Fine. But this is getting one hydrogen and this will leave. Fine. Now in the second step, this chloride ion will attack here and will give the product CH3, CH, Cl, CH3. Fine. Here it is acting as the nucleophile. Fine. So that's why nucleophile is going to the positive carbon, electron deficient. As you have studied what is electrophile, nucleophile, how the attack takes place. So all is basic chemistry. Fine. So this is about the mechanism. And here we know that 2 degree is more stable. So that's why this is only the major product here. 1 degree is not possible. So always 2-chloropropane gets formed. This is a major product, as 2 degree carbocation is more stable. You know the stability of carbocation goes like 3 degree, 2 degree and 1 degree. This is the stability order. Stability of carbocations. Fine. So this is the reaction. The addition of halogen acid is taking place according to Markovnikov's rule. Now let's modify this with the help of different example. Reagent will change. Different halogen acid will take, instead of HCl will take HBr. Then the 2 types of reactions are possible. Okay, one will take HBr and one will take HBr in the presence of peroxide. Okay, like this peroxide will take. This is benzoyl peroxide. Organic peroxide we have to take for the reaction. So we have studied in 11th standard, in the presence of peroxide reaction, you can say product will always form according to anti-Markovnikov's rule. Like the negative part will go to that carbon atom which is having more number of hydrogen. So here negative part will go to this carbon, and in this case negative part will go to this carbon. So you will get 2 different products. CH. This is only takes place in the presence of Br only, not with any other reagent. Fine. So this is the product according to Markovnikov's rule or addition, and this will takes place anti-Markovnikov's rule. Fine. So product will be CH3, CH2, CH2, Br. This is the difference between the two. This is 2-bromo-propane. And this is 1-bromo-propane. Fine. Simply addition is taking place. Okay. That here it is going to the less number of hydrogen atom. Here it is going to that carbon which is having more number of hydrogen atom. Fine. Because in this case you will find that the mechanism is different. Why it is different? Because of the mechanism that you have studied in 11th standard. Here the mechanism is based on carbocation. Here it is based on free radical mechanism. Fine. So that's why here the 1 degree or that 2 degree free radical is stable. That's why the product is this. So this only happens in case of HBr. Rest you know, in the other cases that energy requirement is not getting fulfilled. That's why the reaction will not take place in the presence of HCl or any HI or HF. HF, so we know that the reaction is very, very violent. So only you can note down this point, that only HBr can react in presence of peroxide. Fine. Only HBr can react in the presence of peroxide, others will not react. Fine. So you can say that alkyl bromides are the only products. Fine. So this is the one of the method from alkenes we can prepare with the help of Markovnikov's rule, that haloalkenes can be prepared. Let's see the next one. Next is preparation of, third is halide exchange reaction. Okay, there two types are there. One is Finkelstein reaction. These are name reaction, very very important. Finkelstein reaction, it is preparation of alkyl iodides. Fine. And the second one is Schwarz reaction. Again very very important. This is the preparation of alkyl fluorides. So we'll see how this can be prepared. Okay. Sorry. So let's start. Finkelstein preparation of alkyl iodides. Now why this is halide exchange? Because this alkyl iodide will be prepared from alkyl halide only. Okay, from alkyl halides we are preparing the another alkyl halide. So that's why halide exchange. Halide is only halogen is getting exchanged. That's why it's a halide exchange. So this is you can say takes place only in the presence. We can take only either chloride or bromide, not any other. Okay, any chloride or bromide you can take and treat with sodium iodide or potassium iodide in the presence of acetone. Acetone, here it is the solvent. There is a difference between the solvent and the reagent. Reagent will take part in the reaction, and reagent it can be a nucleophile, either it can be electrophile or any free radical. But acetone is a solvent here. It will not take part in the reaction, only it is just providing as a medium, acting as a medium, so that the reaction takes place. Fine. So there is a difference between the two. So this halogen gets replaced by the iodine and we will get the alkyl iodide. That is here ethyl iodide. And what gets formed? NaCl. NaCl gets formed. Okay, which is a salt, you know. Fine. And if we take any other alkyl halide, then also you will get the product. So Finkelstein reaction is the preparation of alkyl. How you will if suppose reaction will come in the form of short note, then how you will write? See, reaction is must, you have to write. Fine, but the language is also important here. Only whatever you have written, you have to explain that only. No need to mug up anything. Like if you are like, suppose short note is coming and you just start learning the reaction. No. Whatever you have written here, explain in your own words that when alkyl bromides or either chloride reacts with the sodium iodide in the presence of acetone, then ethyl or alkyl iodides are getting formed. Okay, this is the reaction, that Finkelstein reaction, that alkyl iodides are getting formed. Now what is the basis for this reaction that is shifting in the forward direction? Here that NaI or the Ki which is getting formed, it gets precipitated. Why? As they are less soluble in acetone. So that's why shifting the reaction in the forward direction. In the forward direction. Fine. So this is the Finkelstein reaction. Very important. Here you can take any alkyl halide and this you can say it can come also in the form of conversion as well. Fine. And the important reaction of the halogen, haloalkanes. Fine. So we'll see the next one. We can take bromide as well. Okay, sorry, here I have written NaI. Here it is the product, whether NaCl or KCl, which gets precipitated, not NaI, because that is the reagent, that is the taking part in the reaction. So that's why it is proceeding to the forward direction. If I take bromide instead of this, then also you will get the product. Any bromide we can take. Okay, let's see. CH3, CH2, CH2, Br. Take Ki. In the presence of acetone, you will get the product propyl iodide or iodopropane, IUPAC name. Iodopropane plus KBr. So this is also, you can say, less soluble in the acetone. That's why precipitating out and shifting the reaction in the forward direction. Fine, this is the basis of this reaction. Now we'll see the next one, that is Schwarz reaction. First we have seen Finkelstein. Second is Schwarz reaction. That is for the preparation of alkyl fluorides. Schwarz. Here also we'll take either alkyl halide or alkyl fluoride. Any one of them you can take. So this is also possible with this only, not iodide. Fine. So we'll treat with the inorganic fluorides, like you can say AgF, then mercurous fluoride, like this. You can take any inorganic fluoride we can take, like cobalt fluoride, mercurous we have taken, silver fluoride, etc. So that the reaction takes place. Simple, you just treat with this, you will get the alkyl fluoride and AgCl will leave. Here also, this also get precipitate out, CH3, CH2, F plus, then Hg2, Br2. Fine, so this gets formed here. So this is about the Schwarz reaction, that is the preparation of alkyl fluorides either from alkyl fluoride or alkyl bromide. Okay, so this is about the Schwarz reaction, and again the another halide exchange reaction. So this simply takes place, no any other reagent is not required at all. Here only this is acting as a, you can say, reagent as well as a solvent. Fine. So now the last preparation is left, so that we'll see in the next class. Okay. So I hope it's clear to everyone, this preparation of haloalkanes from the alkenes, alkanes as well as halide exchange reaction. Okay. Okay. So till then, thank you and have a nice day.